Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, collectors of all ages, welcome back to AussieVerse, the place that we like to make sure Australia knows about comics, geek stuff, and all sorts of pop culture random stuff. How are you today?
I'm all pumped up.
I did some work with that one. Thank you very much for joining us today. If you do want to check us out on Instagram, please go to AussieVerse_comics, where you can also check out A51_designs, our graphic designer. And as usual, we are proudly sponsored by Comx. Go check them out. If you're not sure who they are, we'll fill you in a little later. Today's episode is all about a fantastic Kickstarter that came out. Have you ever heard of Irredeemable, Incorruptible, and Insufferable? If not, let us tell you all about it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go.
Right. So the Kickstarter started sometime last year, and I found out through a Facebook group saying that have you guys checked this out? And I've always wanted to read about the series. Got the trades. I've still got the trades. Shame to say, I've not cracked any of them open yet. I mean, just to look through the art. So when the Kickstarter popped up, it said, yeah, this is going to be one of those times that it's one of the first few series that I actually backed. So I was really pumped about this. So far, Irredeemable and Incorruptible have been collected in a softcover omnibus. Never in a hardcover. Library edition. Long out of print. So this is a chance for new readers to get it in hardcover format. And I thought, why not? But because I've not ever read this series, have any of you heard of it or read it?
Dude. I've read all three, my friend. I've read all three.
Right. So give us the rundown of what the series is about.
In a land far away in another world, there is a hero named Plutonian. And he is the Superman of this universe. He can pretty much do everything Superman can do, and he is just the god of this universe. However, something happens to this hero in the very start of the book that I won't tell you what, that makes him go, and he loses the plot a little bit, and he ends up going evil. The second book, Incorruptible, is about Max Damage, who is Plutonian's arch nemesis, and Max Damage then decides to go good. And last but not least, we have Insufferable, which is a Batman-Robin sort of tag team dynamic, except in this sort of thing, they hate each other. They absolutely hate each other, and they've had to work together, and they're forced to work back together again. So all three of these books is a very, very interesting, negative, and wonderful read.
Can you read one series without reading the others?
Yes, I believe you can. There is a tiny little crossover, like as in maybe just one or two issues between Incorruptible and Irredeemable, but they are collected in each other's books. So you can only read one of them and not need to know about the other. It does help, though. Insufferable, you can definitely read without the other two. But Incorruptible and Irredeemable do kind of go together. But yeah, you can read them alone.
Cool. Which leads us now down to the books itself. I used to have all three series in trades. So Irredeemable comes in 10-volume set, 10-volume trade paperback set. Incorruptible comes in 7 volumes, and Insufferable comes in 4 volumes. But this Kickstarter set, everything's collected in one individual book. So if you're ready, let's switch it up. Let's switch cameras.
Alrighty. Just want to ask Single Issue Steve one simple little question, and that is, Steve, if you have not read these books, which I know you haven't, so you will be fitting into the little, you'll be fitting into the world where other people haven't read this. Which one would you pick up first and read after the description that I gave you? You are muted, Steve.
Sorry, I had to change locations. My internet decided to shit itself. I was actually going to ask you, mate, what you guys have as your favorite, and I was going to actually base my first read off what you guys thought. So I'm going to ask you, Bo, because I know you've read them. What would you recommend as the first starting point, or your favorite?
I always love a hero going evil, which is why I loved Injustice. However, to contradict that, I got to admit, I really dug the second one with Max Damage turning good. That was a really much better story for me. I thought it was great.
All right, that's where I'm going to start then. That's easy.
Sharif, take it away, my friend.
All right, cool.
So here are the 3 books that came with the Kickstarter. The Irredeemable, that's the first story. Incorruptible, that's the second one, and Insufferable. So they collect the whole complete series in them. So with the Kickstarter tier set that I backed, I got these 3, which we'll look at just a little bit later on. I'm just going to put this away. But what else came with the set is a Plutonian pin.
Beautiful.
And
cool.
Some prints that came in the envelope, manual folder. So that's the cover used for the book.
Max Damage. That's Insufferable, the pair.
And then the poster.
That's cool,
Awesome.
mate.
Yeah, so, oops. So 4 prints and a pin. Right, I'm going to put this away. And then we'll look through the actual book. Man, this particular volume, as a comparison to the trades,
Yeah.
it is as thick. And one of the best things about the Kickstarter set is dun dun dun, the red chrome gilded pages.
That's
They
beautiful.
are just,
That's really nice.
it's so shiny. Look at that. Yeah, so in terms of thickness, it is comparable to all 10 trades. So it is thick. What else? Black end pages, red pages, credits, and you've got table of contents, a little forward by Kemp Powers, and then you jump in straight into the story. There you go. The book lays fairly all right. I honestly, I have not really stretched this, so it does lay pretty well. And like most of the premium books, let's see, it does come with red ribbon bookmark.
Yes.
Yep, this is somewhere in the middle of the book.
What was that, Steve?
I'm just saying it's so beautifully presented. It's just the amount of care and effort and design that's gone into it it's bloody awesome.
Look at
Pretty
that
good
eye.
eye. Yeah. And you don't. I'm not sure if there are any spread pages that I can show. I should have, yeah, probably that. Sorry for the glare.
Doesn't seem like much gutter loss.
Yeah. So I'd say it's pretty well built.
Oh, there you go. That was a spread page.
Lost it. Lost it.
There you go. That was it.
There.
Yeah.
Pretty well, eh?
That's
And
really nice.
see what you are. I am looking at this the first time with you as well. Ever since I got this, it went straight to my shelf. Honestly, I didn't even try looking for damages or whatnot.
Ooh,
Extras,
what's that?
extras.
Special. I wonder if that's collected in the original. What was it? Irredeemable 1 special, was it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was.
So everything that's come out before is collected in this edition as well. Yeah. Oh, afterward with by Grant Morrison. Series credits. That's it. In terms of extras, it's not much. That's the back of the book.
Oh, I like the pic on the back. That's cool.
Yeah. On to the second book.
This was my favorite one.
Jamie's Samuel.
James? It's a weird spelling
James?
for James.
Yeah. Yeah. Wouldn't it be like such a letdown if once I flip through and then there's a torn page or
Mhm.
see if I can get rid of that glare a bit. Yep. Yeah, man. Really have same red ribbon bookmark.
Never underestimate the power of a ribbon.
No, agreed.
Man, even then with this one, it's pretty good. They're all flat spines, not like the regular curved ones that we've maybe
And they're all
accustomed to.
stone binding as well.
See if we can. Ooh. I think so. Let's see if we can find
I'd say it
any
would
of
be.
the threads. There you go. You can see just a little bit over there. There, that white spot there. And I
Take the
just
word for it.
realized not all of the pages are numbered though. So I don't understand. So you've got that one numbered and that one not numbered, and neither are the rest of the pages. So how do you?
That's
I guess
odd.
that's where the bookmark comes in. But then if you wanna, from the table of contents, if you wanna, just jump into wherever you wanna go, and then you don't have page numbers.
You have to manually count the pages, mate.
By one of those clicker counter. Let's see see if we've got any extras. Series credits.
I really dug
Volume.
her, that character.
Huh?
Yeah, She's a firecracker.
I guess these are the covers to the trades. Because it says Volume 2, Volume 3,
hmm
5, 7, and issue 25, and that's it. Pretty thin on bonus material.
I love the back pictures on them. They're so cool.
There, yeah.
Can you put the other one next to it? The back? God, you know what? I actually prefer that than the fronts. I do. I think that's cool.
I agree, mate. They would
Yeah.
make really nice front covers themselves.
Yeah.
And the third book, Insufferable. I guess the build and how the whole presentation is, it should look similar because it's a whole set. Again, forward by John Rogers, and then notable contents. Notable contents. Oh, there it is. Okay. Like I said, this one's collected in 4 trades, so it's not really that thick. But do you remember how violently graphic the series are?
I don't think it's graphically violent necessarily, but when it comes to the actual storyline, it's definitely for adults.
So they're not for my kids then.
No, I don't believe so. I mean, yeah, I'm trying to remember, but I'm pretty sure at least Irredeemable, because he's slicing people with his heat vision and things like that. So,
Wonder why that one goes back to 1.
I think because
That's the arc
four,
story arc?
yeah, I think the 4 trades, they're too far away for me to grab at the moment. But I think the 4th book was started something. I can't remember.
Yeah. See, it's probably chapter 3 of Home Field. Same story arc then. And in terms of extras, none.
Oh.
No extras. Should I feel cheated?
Not with those red gilded pages, I wouldn't.
No, they're a thing of beauty.
And the back.
Oh, I'm in love with those back pictures, man.
They are very cool.
Oh. There you go.
All right, show us what they look like all together, sir.
I've not shown you the spines yet, have I?
Yep. No, you haven't. Oh, I'm so jelly.
Yep. There you go. And I like how the fonts are different from all 3, and it just reflects the font for the series itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really differentiates them, doesn't it?
I do remember some of the comments that came out when this was announced, saying that it's such a waste that it's the same trim size as a regular trade.
Well, that's the argument that made me not get them, because when it was announced, I had other comic priorities, and when I found out they weren't library editions, I said no. But now that I see them, that was a bad choice. I should have got them.
I would have said get them, don't like them, sell them off.
Yeah. Lesson learned, hey?
Right, I'm gonna switch back to the other camera for a bit.
So those are the 3 books.
Wow, man. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. That was beautiful. Really beautiful.
Love it. The again, like you said, just beautiful.
Mm.
I'm trying to figure out how to do page gilding now.
Well, thank you very much for joining us today. That was Sharif's Kickstarter for Incorruptible, Irredeemable, and Insufferable. If you do want to get your hand on these books as well, we have also just recently learned that there is a second Kickstarter, which I believe is up on Backer Kit, if I think that's what it's called.
Backer Kit, yeah.
So if you do want to Google it, you can get them there, which is probably what I'm going to do as well. We will catch you soon next week. We're going to be doing another live chat sometime pretty soon. Sharif has another custom corner coming up, and Steve has some ideas of his own. We'll catch you soon. Thank you very much for joining us. And as normal, we are sponsored by Comx. Who are Comx? These guys. Creators, comic book artists, comic book illustrators, you want to know where to go to buy anything about Australian comic books, and you go to Comx. Because what's the best thing about Comx? They bring Australian creators together, and not only that, they have one flat shipping rate. 10 comics, it doesn't matter. They don't care. They will ship it at one price. Comx, ladies and gentlemen, go find out.